It's not the most flattering, so I'm a little confused right now. These have so much more stretch to them. These kind of aren't what I expected. I love this little booty scrunch. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing a super highly requested review. Oh, hello Peach. Today we're reviewing the new Gymshark Marl Seamless and Adapt Animal Seamless. This was super highly requested and I'm honestly pretty excited because these collections are kind of based on like the camo and I believe like the ombre from Gymshark, which were some of my favorite collections back in the good old days of Gymshark. If you're new here, my name is Kathryn. I'm not sponsored by Gymshark. I bought this with my own money and this review will be 100% honest. If you're into 100% honest, super detailed reviews, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I do a lot of them here. And I have some exciting new and upcoming brands coming up. Someone commented on one of my videos recently and they were like, man, this girl doesn't like any leggings. First of all, I hate when people refer to me as this girl as if it's not in my videos and I'm not reading the comments. Second of all, it's not helpful to make a review that's just like, I love these leggings. These are my new favorites. I try to give you the pros and cons, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, what you may not like about it. And at the end of the day, we're spending a lot of money on leggings, so we deserve to be critical of everything about them, all right? Never settle for mediocre activewear. There's good stuff out there and there's not so good stuff out there. So I try to help you guys decide what's worth it and what's not. Without further ado, let's get into the video. If you're a regular on my channel, you know about my cat Peach. This is my new little kitten Pinto. He's very excited to be on camera. He has a little crinkle ear because he had a little problem, but he will be in some new videos. First, we have the Gymshark Adapt Animal Seamless in light green. It's really more of a teal blue to me, but to each their own. These are $60, so they're definitely on the high end of Gymshark leggings, and they're called the Animal Seamless. And on their story, they said that this was inspired by a shark. If anyone wants to send me a picture of a shark that looks like this, I'd love to see it. Nothing wrong with that. I just like don't really think it looks like a shark, but I do like the pattern. I think it looks cool. So at first glance, these definitely do remind me of the Gymshark Camo Seamless. They have a thick ribbed waistband. Usually this provides a lot of compression. The rest of the legging is a similar knit material, but it's not as thick and ribbed as the top. The camo leggings always provided a lot of compression, and I definitely see these providing a lot of compression as well. They just have one of their like press-on logos on the side. I don't love the press-on logos. With the camo, they actually like embroidered it into the fabric, which I always loved about the camos, so I don't love this little change. I wish they had done that with these as well. They have these subtle little kind of like embroidered booty scrunch, so if you're not into a full booty scrunch, I think these are a nice compromise. Sometimes with really thick seamless leggings, it can give you that unibutt look, so this kind of helps to like separate the booty a little more without being a full scrunch. And they have another little Gymshark logo on the bottom. I did get these in my normal size small, so we'll see how they fit. I also got them in the black. I told you guys Peach wouldn't be gone. This is Peach if you're new here. She's my little girl. All right, so here are the leggings. There's Peach yet again. So they're a solid high rise. For some reason, I feel like the original camos were a little bit higher of a rise. These ones are just barely covering my belly button, and I felt like the old camos went above my belly button. I definitely tried to pull these up a lot. I'm not so sure about the sizing. I did get my normal size small, and down here in like the leg area, I basically used up like all of the stretch. There's barely any stretch left in like the leg areas because I feel like it's being pulled really tight, but the waistband almost is a little bit big. I feel like it's not giving me a whole lot of compression at the top. So I think I would still go with your normal size, but I don't love that they feel pretty tight in the legs, and the waistband, I could stand for a little bit more compression here, especially because the waistband is so thick and ribbed. I feel like it definitely could compress more. My measurements are all down below if you want to compare. I do have a pretty small waist, but still usually I find that Gymshark leggings are compressive on the waist. These are definitely a thicker, warmer pair of leggings. Kind of surprised they would release these around the summertime because they definitely are warm. I don't really see myself like going outside in these anytime soon because they're definitely kind of like a thick knit. Here's a close-up of the waistband and the fabric. These will be very good at camouflaging any cellulite because of the pattern, and also the thick knit material is just good at hiding any imperfections. I find that the waistband is dipping down a teeny bit in the back. I think it's just because of the booty scrunch, but I kind of just wish these were like a little bit higher of a waist. They are very flattering on the booty. I love this little booty scrunch because it's super subtle, but it just gives you like a little bit of booty separation. I think I would definitely give these a high on the booty scale. There's no camel going on here and very minimal gathering. In terms of length, they are more of a 7/8 length on me. This is kind of how all Gymshark leggings have been for me for a while now. So if you're shorter, it's probably a little bit better, but if you're on the tall side, I am 5'9". They might not be a full length on you, but I don't think these are awkwardly short. And the fabric is super thick, so they should be entirely squat proof. This type of fabric is really good about not pilling and not collecting any lint, so it is a pretty durable fabric. I would wear this on a leg day or something like that. It's definitely a performance legging. So yeah, the more I look at them, the more I like them. I just wish they had a little bit more stretch to them in the leg area and a little bit more compression in the waist, but overall I think they're pretty good. This type of legging does feel pretty tight in this region. The seams don't have like a ton of stretch to them. I've never had an issue with my Gymshark leggings ripping, but it does feel pretty tight when I squat, just so you know. So I'm a little confused right now. The black ones feel like a totally different pair of leggings. So usually when you have a darker fabric, there's less stretch to it because the darker colors have more dye in them and the dye makes them a little less stretchy. But these black ones are definitely thinner than the green and they're so much more stretchy. Like you saw on my last one that they had barely any stretch. These have so much more stretch to them. I'm really glad I got both colors because I feel like that's really weird. Let me know in the comments down below if you have both and if you've had the same experience, but these are definitely thinner and stretchier. I wish the green ones felt like these because I definitely appreciate the extra stretch. The waistband still is a tiny bit on the loose side. I feel like I could have a little bit more compression. So yeah, basically all the same notes as the last ones on these, but if you're looking for a stretchier, slightly less compressive pair of leggings, I would go with the black. The green I give a high compression, the black I give a medium compression. In the waistband all around, I give it a medium compression just because I don't feel like it's squeezing in a whole lot. Next, I got the sports bra, and this is $45. Also, my AC just turned on, so if there's a little noise, that's what it is. It's very hot here. I live in the desert. In the past, these camo style sports bras, the ones with the wrap detail, have kind of been cleavage central, and I personally have never worn them to the gym because I just feel like it's a little too much for me. I do have a larger cup size, so it's just kind of like in your face. So I did get a size medium in this color, and I got a size small in the black, just to kind of see if the medium would maybe not like push the girls up as much and have them so in your face. I am normally a small in sports bras, so I figured sizing up may help with that. It has a cute kind of wrap detail in the front, and for girls with smaller girls, usually this provides a little like cleavage lift. I love the little crisscross like wrapping style detail in the back. I've always loved that about the sports bra. And then they just have a classic Gymshark logo in the back. The bottom band of the sports bra is ribbed just like the legging waistband. All right, here's a sports bra in the size medium. I do think I like the size up, especially if you have a bigger cup size. I would consider going a size up because I just feel like I'm less squished down. I'll try on the small after this, but in the past, the small in the sports bra has like really pushed up a lot and it was just a lot for me. The bra band, I wouldn't say it's loose, but it's just not squeezing me in a whole lot, obviously because I sized up. It's a pretty deep V sports bra. I wouldn't say this is way too much for me. It's a solid medium support, especially if you're in your normal size. I think it'll compress down a lot more. This obviously isn't holding me in quite as much because it is a little bit bigger. The back on the sports bra is super cute. The sports bra is also like very comfortable. I've never found the straps have been cutting into me. The fabric is pretty soft and the straps are pretty thick, so it doesn't cut in anywhere or feel uncomfortable. I've been wanting to try out a few new like sports bra tests, so let me know in the comments if this is helpful. But we're gonna do the jumping jack test, the jog test, and the bend over test to see kind of like if everything stays in place. So first, jumping jacks. And yeah, we're still bouncing around a little bit. That's to be expected with a medium support sports bra, but I still didn't feel like I was falling out. And jogging is the same. I would give it a solid medium. And bending over. Yeah, I think we're set. I don't think I'm going anywhere. It has really good side boob coverage. I feel completely covered on the sides. And even though there's a little bit of cleavage here, I still feel mostly covered. So yeah, I would say it's a pretty solid sports bra. And this is the small sports bra. I actually don't think it's too bad, and I'm definitely getting a little more support in the smaller size. I do just want to say something I don't love about the sports bra is that this thing wraps across and it compresses like the lower boob a lot, but then like not the upper boob. So you kind of get like a little like, I don't know, divot thing. It's not the most flattering. So yeah, I actually don't mind the size small at all. I still feel like I'm getting very good coverage and not a whole lot of cleavage. So I think that the small is actually fine. Next, we have the Adapt Marl seamless leggings. I got these in the color gray, but they also come in black and a teal blue. And just as a first glance, I feel like these are kind of like a hybrid of the camo and the old ombre fabrics. They're a little softer than the old ombre fabrics. For some reason, the ombre could kind of feel like a little itchy sometimes. Same with the vitals. But the waistband does seem a little more structured than the ombre. I used to have and love the ombre seamless, but the waistband would always stretch out. Like, it would be tight when I would first wear it, and then at the end of my workout, it would be all loose. So I never loved that about it. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen with these either. They have a thick ribbed waistband. It does look like the camo seamless, but the fabric itself is less of a thick knit material. It's definitely thinner than the animal seamless, and it's a lot softer to the touch, and it has a marl to it. And in the back, instead of a booty scrunch like the Adapt animal seamless, it has one of those raised booty seams. This kind of like helps to separate the booty a little bit. It kind of adds a little seam while still being seamless. I don't know, I feel like it always helps a little bit, but it's not going to be as enhanced as the booty scrunch. Overall, these are pretty plain leggings. Like, there's no details that are screaming out to me. There's no booty contour, there's nothing like that. And they do have a Gymshark logo on the side here. Again, just the press-on one. Would like to see an embroidered logo at some point. And a simple gusset crotch. Guys, I had such a big breakfast before this, and I just feel like I am fighting the food coma right now, and I regret everything. Okay, so these kind of aren't what I expected. They kind of feel like the lightweight seamless, except with a little more hold and compression. These are definitely a solid medium, maybe medium to high compression leggings. A little more stretch than the animal seamless, but the waistband is definitely holding me in a lot more. So I do like the waistband better on these. It's a little bit higher, does cover my belly button, and it definitely looks like it has more thickness and hold than the old ombre seamless waistband, so these should stay pretty tight in the waist. I don't expect this waistband to loosen up. You are going to get less cellulite coverage in these leggings. They definitely are pretty thin. They do have a little bit of a marl to it, and they are thicker than like a Gymshark lightweight seamless, but definitely not as much cellulite coverage as the animal seamless. Those were very thick and very compressive, had a lot of hold. These are actually still pretty flattering on the booty. They don't have a booty contour, but they are hugging me in all the right places, and the little like fake raised seam thing is helping as well. So I give these a medium to high. Definitely not going to collect any lint. They're pretty slick. They're not shiny though, and they are again a 7/8 length, not a full length on me. They have a lot more stretch than the animal seamless, pretty similar to the black ones actually, because the black ones are a lot more stretchy than the green. I don't have any camel, and there's minimal gathering yet again. Any seamless legging you have is going to hug this area a little bit, so just be mindful of that. I have to say, I kind of thought that these were just kind of be like basic skip them, but I actually do like them. I think they fit me better than the animal seamless. I like the extra stretch to them. I mean, you can find a solid pair of seamless leggings for cheaper probably, but if you are looking to get something from Gymshark, I don't think these are a bad option. I am wearing a size small yet again, and I think that this is a perfect fit. So I would go with your normal size for these, and I don't expect these to be entirely sweat proof. So I don't know if I have any pair of legging that's entirely sweat proof, but just so you know, these probably will show a little bit of sweat. Probably only light cellulite coverage, not a ton. And yeah, these weren't what I expected them to be, but I actually like them way more than I thought. And lastly, we have the Adapt Marl Seamless Sports Bra in gray. I didn't get the long sleeve just because I kind of feel like a long sleeve is pretty easy. Like, they're probably not gonna mess that up. But I did get the sports bra. This one's kind of like a double layer situation. This one is $45, and they claim it to be a low support. I feel like you could get a solid medium support out of this because it does have the double straps. You have a set of crisscross straps, and then you have a set of straps that kind of come into this little triangle situation in the back. And I kind of thought the straps would be adjustable, but they're not adjustable. The fabrics of the inner and outer sports bra look a little bit different to me. The inner one is a little bit darker and perhaps a little less marled, and the outer one is a little bit lighter, so it kind of gives a little contrast. And like the little piping string along the edge is also a darker gray. And the bra band is similar to the legging waistband. All right, so here's the sports bra. It actually has really good coverage. I have no side boob spillage whatsoever, and it has a scoop neck, but I really don't have any cleavage. It's pretty compressive here. I do like my normal size small, so I would go true to size. They said this was a light support. I would say this is a solid medium support. Pretty good on the jumping jacks, and we are not losing anything bending over. So definitely gonna hold you in. The strappy back is really cute. And yeah, I don't really have much more to say. It's a pretty basic sports bra. I think this whole set together, just like the plain gray, it's definitely like super basic. So if you're looking for something a little more exciting, I'd probably go with the animal seamless, but it is pretty solid, so. Alright guys, so that is it for the review. I have to say, overall, things were pretty good. I didn't have too many complaints. I was a little confused about the color differences for the animal seamless, but I definitely think I like the black animal seamless and the Marl seamless leggings. They definitely are a little bit highly priced, especially the Marl seamless. I just feel like they look so basic. I don't know if I'd spend $55 on them, but they're not bad. And honestly, the Gymshark summer sale is coming up, so if you can get them for like 20% off. My only issue with the animal seamless was a little bit about the sizing, but overall, not too many complaints. I kind of knew this going into this review because I did really like the Gymshark camo seamless. I kind of expected to like these sets a lot because they are similar, so wasn't too surprised, but definitely was not disappointed today. I hope this review was helpful, and if it was, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!